Hey guys, this is Dr. Y here with the Holistic and Wellness Center of the Low Country. So you guys listen, I'm super duper excited being a ambassador sponsor for this company, Black Girl Vitamins. You guys listen, so when I'm drinking my tea, I like to put my collagen inside of my tea. And y'all listen, the skin is skinning along with the nails and the hair and the nails supplement as well, and the vitamin D as well. I'm telling you, so each morning when I get up, or it could be late afternoon, and I'm doing my tea, I put my collagen inside of it. The collagen doesn't have a taste, so it doesn't affect the taste of what you're actually drinking. So y'all listen right quick. So that Black Girl Vitamin, you guys, and collagen, also menopause, all that stuff. I need you guys to go ahead right quick, head over, and there's a code that's going to give you a good discount. So the code is Lady Y843. Again, it's Lady Y843. Get your Black Girl Collagen on today. Love you guys. Blessings. Hey guys, y'all listen, I'm excited about tonight. Yeah, y'all, tonight podcast. Guess she's been ready. She's been here, y'all, at 7 o'clock, 6:30. Producers at 6:30. She's ready for the interview on tonight. But y'all listen, so I'm excited. We kind of reduced the time, the amount of podcasting we do. Y'all know before I was like going hard. So we try to at least do 2 interviews within a month and do our other, short podcasting. So right quick, y'all, we are live in living color. Yeah, y'all, we're live on YouTube. Hey, YouTube. Listen, y'all, YouTube been showing me some love in the last couple of months. So hey, YouTube, blessings. We're live on my Facebook page and my TikTok with Prophetess Wise podcast page, and we'll be uploading to IG and TikTok. So blessings, like Byron. Y'all, I am back. So y'all listen tonight. Oh my God. So tonight, y'all, I'm rocking one of Cynthia's tie creation. I messed her name up. Cynthia's creation ties. Yeah, y'all, Cynthia Williams. So I'm rocking one of her ties on tonight. And y'all listen, if my producer can zoom in right quick, this is actually the Dr. Y tie on tonight. Yeah, y'all, look at that. Y'all look at the detail. Come on, let's get into it. Yeah, y'all. So right quick, we're gonna hop into our guest on tonight, y'all, because tomorrow is when we're talking offset. And I was like, tomorrow's their first day back inside this classroom. But Matt, she said they've been in the classroom. The students wasn't, but they were in the classroom. They were clocking in, y'all. So I'm about to introduce her on tonight, y'all. So this young lady, and I know I'm gonna jog her memory back, y'all. And I'm like, Lord have mercy, but when she come on, I kind of do that. But y'all, right quick, I want to give a few things. She wears. Listen, I thought I wore some hats. She wear some hats, y'all. So my guest on tonight, right quick, y'all. Right quick. A couple of hats, y'all. So she's a global career development facilitator. She's CCSD and OLWEUS. OS. Oh, say again. Oveus. Because bullying prevention coordinator. She's also CCMS parent and family engagement facilitator. She's also CCMS low country food box coordinator. And she's also CCHS JV cheer coach. And she's a notary public. And also she's a mother. She's a wife. She's a grandmother. She's a child of the Most High God. Y'all, and I believe you sing on the choir and all that good stuff too, right?
Praise team,
y'all. Listen. So we're gonna get into some tea on tonight. We have some natural tea on tonight. I did like the women's blend Speaking of that, you guys listen, if you're dealing with anything, I mean, you have to be dealing with nothing for this herbal tea. Tell you, but it helps with, as you know, being a female, it helps. So I did that tea tonight. So as you're coming in, do me a big favor and share this podcast. So help me welcome the one and only Charlene Barnes Williams.
Hello, hello, hello.
So blessings.
Blessings. Glad to be here.
Amen.
Excited to be here. But I do want to make one correction.
Well,
I don't want the folks to talk it.
Yeah, right. I don't want to talk it. Go ahead. Correct me.
Everything that you just said, I'm no longer a wife, but I'm
okay.
I'm here.
Okay. So you just, I'll let y'all know that I don't preset my guests. I don't question. I want to be as natural as it can be. Yes. So my apologies.
That's okay. We're good.
Apologies.
We are good.
So people ain't talking in the streets because I didn't heard that. But again, I ain't in the streets, so I ain't heard it.
Girl, we're good. We are good.
Amen.
I'm excited to be here.
Amen.
I'm excited. Thank you.
So actually, our relationship goes way back.
Yes.
So I remember when they first built Northside Elementary School.
Okay.
And you lived right around the corner.
Yes, absolutely.
As well as I did. And you was in a nice brick home. It was just you and your daughter.
My oldest daughter, which is 31 years old today.
And that's something.
31 December 31st.
Yeah.
She turned 31.
Yeah. So that's when we first met. You know, we first met. I forgot. I don't know reason why your house, but I went to your house.
You were working at the cell phone
business
in Somerville, downtown Somerville.
Yeah, ain't that something?
Yes.
Because the people in the streets think we just started doing cell phones, and that's been a long
time.
Yeah, a long time. Yep. And you got a cell phone. Sure enough, did I think
you came and you was showing me how to work the cell phone and all the corrections and everything that I was doing wrong. But yeah.
So that was
a long time.
Way back.
Yeah.
Then they had just built Northside.
Right.
Back then, yeah. So our daughters, you know, they were friends, you know, in all through elementary as well.
Right.
Yeah. So we're gonna hop into, you know, a lot of people don't know you. A lot know you, you know, because of school. And I was telling you earlier, I went through I went through your pictures, and I'm like, listen. I know she got a daughter now. I know she got some other kids. And I know she got a grandkid or two. I'm like, but I saw more pictures of his kids in the schoolhouse.
Yes, those are my babies. These are my kids. These are my kids. They're my bonus babies.
Yeah. You had a lot of bonus babies.
I do. Some of them are grown, but they're still my babies. I don't care how grown they are. I don't care how old they get. They're still my babies.
So we're gonna get into like you know, because it has to be a special anointing. You know, because everybody can't love everybody's kids. Sometimes my 2, I'm through, my 4, no more. You know, but you can tell even when you invite me to the career fair, you did your first year health fair, which was amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it was amazing, and you can tell, you know, the kids respect you. And you know, and I'm like, they really love you. But before we get into that, I want to kind of let's kind of go back, you know, with Charlene, you know, so let's go with elementary. So did you grow up? Did you have school down here, or
this is my hometown?
This is it.
Walterboro, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Born and raised. Black Street Elementary, Hampton Street Elementary, Colleton County Middle School, and then Walterboro High School, which is now, of course, Colleton Middle School.
Right.
Walterboro High School. That was the school that I graduated from.
So why is it? Because I know a lot of other guests that came on. So the elementary school. Now, you know, I'm from the country. Right. You know, we had one elementary school. So what is it like? Y'all why is it Black Street and Hampton Street? Like, what's the difference? Like, why not
Black Street? Black Street was our beginning. That was I believe it was 1st through 3rd grade, I believe it was. And then Hampton Street was also our elementary school. But I remember 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade there as well. So that was just how it was here. We had Black Street. We didn't have, I don't remember Forest Hills. Forest Hills at that time was First Circle Middle. So we had different middle schools.
Right.
The elementary school, because I know there was an elementary school in Yemassee.
And Jonesville. Green Pond and Green Pond.
Right.
Yeah. Because we can understand where the congestion is coming from, because when they dropped Jonesville Elementary, they dropped Ivenia Brown.
Right.
I think they still have Ruffin Elementary, all that stuff.
No, everything's down. There's Bells Elementary.
Bells,
yes,
right.
Bells Elementary now.
Right.
So we have Bells Elementary, Cottageville Elementary, Hendersonville,
now Hendersonville,
Forest Hills, North Side.
Right.
Those are our elementary school
now.
Yeah.
So what kind of kid were you say you were in elementary from grade? Did you remember from kindergarten
gosh.
up to like 5th grade?
Busy. I was busy. Just busy. I don't think I was a shy person.
Right.
I don't think I ever was a shy person, but I was just busy.
Busy. So when you say busy, what you mean? Not like,
I don't like to use the word bad.
I know that's right. You gotta come on. That's that church right there, y'all. That's that church right there. I don't like to say bad neither.
But I was
curious.
I was okay in school. I was good in school.
Right,
I mean,
right.
you know, I love my teachers.
Yeah.
One couple of teachers that stood out particularly
Right.
was Miss Gail Peters. That was one of my favorite teachers.
Yeah.
Miss Doyle, she was Miss Simmons at that time, but then she got married and she was Miss Doyle. Those teachers, Mr. Loach, those teachers stood out to me because they really loved us.
Right.
Joyce Washington. She wasn't my teacher, but I was always in her class.
Right. Wait a minute now, Miss Joyce, because Miss Joyce
she's still here. She's still in
here?
the school system.
Because I gotta she's in Hendersonville. Because Miss because she the one that like she do like boys.
Are you talking about Dr. Crawford?
No,
not Crawford.
No, Miss Joyce in elementary in Hendersonville. Like no one like wanted the boys, and it was I know it was Miss Joyce and another teacher that did the boys. And I remember one year I was like, no, put CJ there because she didn't play. She didn't play. Miss Washington did not play.
Now she's a very strict but passionate.
I'm telling you,
person. And like I can remember at Hampton Street, I was in Mr. Loach class, but I would always end up in her class,
right?
Because she was a relative to one of my relatives.
Got you.
So you know we were close, but she's just genuinely a passionate person.
Right.
Like I said, Gail Peters, Miss Gwendolyn Doyle, which like I said, Miss Simmons at the time.
Right.
Those were some real great teachers. Becky Steely. Oh my gosh, Miss Steely has been around forever, and she subs every now and then now.
Right.
She's had just about all of my family members, just about all of my daughters went through her. So these teachers stood out. Right. So we didn't have time to like really get into trouble because everybody knew everybody.
Right.
Our parents knew them, and bus drivers knew them. So when we didn't have a chance to really get in trouble.
So what do you say? Did you have a passion? When did you know that I want to be a teacher?
I always said I wanted to be a teacher.
Wow.
Now I'm not a teacher per se by certification.
By paper, but you're doing the work.
I always wanted to be a teacher. Then as I got older.
You're doing the work.
True.
You're doing the work.
Yeah. But as I got older, I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do that. You know, because I have a master's degree in psychology.
Right.
And counseling and all this other stuff.
But you did the board because back then when I met you,
board disability, special needs.
So it ain't just one set. Ain't just one set of kids.
No.
See, that's
and at the time of the board disabilities, I dealt with adults.
Wow.
So, but as a young person, my mom and stuff, they used to always look crazy sometimes because I would line the doll babies up in the hallway and I was teaching and I was, and I'm, and fussing at the kids and don't do that. But as I got older, I was like, I don't want to teach.
Yeah.
I didn't want to teach.
Right.
But then life just came full circle.
Yeah.
And when I realized that I was actually teaching, but not a certified teacher,
that's right.
I had to sit back and just kind of go, wow,
just
that wow moment. Because what I do is teaching, even at the Board of Disabilities and Special Needs. When I work with the adults,
we
were able to help them become better people. We didn't call them clients. We called them they were called residents, or they were, consumers. We didn't think of them as a client. So you're helping them to become better.
Right.
And we worked with them, those that were head and spinal cord injuries, mental and emotional, all this stuff.
Right.
And so how I got into the school system, I started subbing. I just started subbing, and I did that for a minute. And then next thing I know, I was working one-on-one with the child. The next thing I was in the ED class. And when I say ED class, those are kids with emotional disorders. And then when this position came up, I wasn't qualified for it. But God had his own way.
That's it.
He had his own way. I didn't have the credentials as of yet.
Right.
But and I got to share this because I applied for the position and I was like, okay, God, this is what I want.
Right.
And you said I could have what I want.
That's
all I gotta do is ask.
Yeah.
I'm yours.
Yeah.
I'm the heir of your kingdom.
Come on now.
I'm your daughter.
That's it.
So whatever I ask, I can have it. So when this position came open, like I said, I didn't have the credentials.
Right.
And you had to be in the class in order to already, to apply for the position.
Right.
So I recall being at a clinic, a cheer clinic in Charleston. And so I got the call and my principal at the time, she was like, well, are there any other positions, that you might be interested in? Because I don't know if you can get this one. I don't think you're going to be able to get it.
Right.
And I thought about it. I said, well, I gave her a couple of those that were open.
Right.
And I sat in that car and I said, oh, no, God, I'm giving you back your word.
Come on.
You said it was mine.
Yeah.
You said I could ask, I can knock, and I can see.
Yeah.
And you're going to make this way for me.
My God.
I said, I want it. I want it. And that's all I want. I want this position.
Right.
That was on a Tuesday. By that Wednesday, can you come in and do the interview for me on a Thursday? Because I was told to offer you this position.
My God.
So it's a difference when I'm offering you, but I was told. She never said who told her. And I didn't even question it.
Come on. God was speaking to somebody.
That's it. But I was told. So, this position really, I love it. Yeah. I shared that with somebody today. I love it. We have have one of our Mr. Haynes. Everybody know Ricky Haynes. He walks around all day and he say, I'm from Orangeburg and I love my job. Yeah. I do. I love my job.
You do. You can tell.
I love being able to network with people such as yourself.
Yeah.
I love working with our kids. I love just the community. Parents, just all over traveling, getting to go out into these conferences and professional development and perfecting the skills, so I love it.
Right. Awesome.
And my kids, my babies, like I said, my bonus babies, I love them all. I don't know how many I fed or feed daily.
Right.
But that's just in my heart.
So let's talk about, like, before we get in that to middle school, your middle school days, the respect. What did you, and I know, and I'm asking this, I'm being rhetorical. What did you have to do to, like, earn the kids' respect? Because I see a lot of other teachers struggle. Like I said, I could name a few teachers, not struggle, but that them kids, like, respect Miss Joyce Washington.
Yeah.
CJ had every other teacher in Hendersonville, but I will always tell the teachers, don't laugh and play with him now, because you laugh and play, he's not gonna know when to cut it off. But when he went to Miss, and it was Miss Allen, I said Miss Allen, Tashina Allen, she was at principal at Hendersonville. I'm like, I need, and this particular year, summer, I prayed. I'm like, Lord, I need the teacher that's gonna be able to match his personality.
Yeah.
And then Miss Allen, I went in, asked Miss Allen, what teacher matches his personality? And she's like, I got the teacher. She said, I got the teacher. It was Miss Washington.
Yeah.
And so what did you have to do to, like, gain the children's respect?
Love them. Respect them, hear them. We are so busy talking to the kids and pushing that, I'm in authority. I'm the principal. I'm the this, I'm the that, I'm the teacher. And we're so busy pushing that authoritative figure on them. And we're forgetting that they are human beings. They're children.
Yeah.
And you got to see them for who they are.
My God.
And as far as me gaining their respect, I give them respect. And I teach them to give respect.
Right.
I'm gonna give them that mama look. They know now when I give them that mama look, like, hey,
come on, sit down now.
Don't play with me. And sometimes you gotta get a little on their level sometimes, but you just gotta be real with them too. Be real.
Yeah.
They know when you are genuine. They know when you're putting on. They know when you're faking. They know this stuff. Be real with them. Be 100 with them.
Yeah.
Give them opportunity to ask questions. And then you just have to let them know. And I tell them real quick, I'm friendly, but I'm not gonna be a friend.
Come on now, that part.
And that's how I tell my kids, I'm friendly, but I'm not gonna be your friend. But we're gonna have this level of respect between us. There are boundaries. And we're going to respect the boundaries. But at the same time, I'm here. My door is open. What do you need? How can I help you?
Wow.
And that's just how you have to treat these kids. You can't always yell and scream at them. Now, don't get me wrong. There are times
right,
when I got to take off Miss Charlene and put on Miss Shaniqua. And they know when I say,
Shaniqua,
I ask them real quick, do you want Miss Williams or you want Shaniqua?
What is it?
And they be like, we good. We good, Miss Williams. But and it's just letting them know you're real. You're real. And you want to respect them and giving them that opportunity and just hearing them. We got to learn to listen. Our kids have a lot to say. We have to learn to listen without judgment.
And that part, and then you don't know what's going on at home.
That's the key.
You don't know the home situation.
You never know what's going on at home with these kids. And some of the guest speakers that we used to have come in, they would talk about, how we would fuss at kids if they don't have pencils, but you didn't know what little Johnny had to do to even get to school that day, this morning.
That part.
You know, you don't know what's going on. Mom and daddy might have been fighting. Boyfriend might have been there. You know, that little Johnny probably had to get up and help the kids.
Right.
You know, mama's probably having to go to work early. And all these different things. And these kids are coming to school with this heaviness, the brokenness, losing loved ones, you know, going through so many divorces, or we have a lot of kids that are in foster care or homeless shelters or
homeless shelter.
And I said, we have a lot of kids that live in the motels. And it's like you don't know what they're dealing with when they're coming in, being beaten down. Many kids get out the car from the car by the line, and they come in and you can see it on their faces. What's wrong? What's going on?
Right.
They might have got cussed out from getting out the car, or it could be anything.
Yeah.
And if they're walking in the door, and here you go already yelling and screaming at them, instead of saying, "Good morning, what's up? Hey, what's going on?
Right.
Like your shoes. Oh, girl, your hair is fire.
Wow.
Oh, those nails. Who did those nails?"
Right.
If you don't start giving them compliments, praising them, lifting them up,
because you don't know.
You never know. And you got to pour into them. You got to pour into them every day. Every day, you got to give them something. And I always say, you got to see the good. There's good in every child.
That's it.
There's good in every child. I can recall a teacher that came to me, and he would just batch this young man. Oh, he this and he that, da, da, da. And I said, give me one thing. I want one positive thing about this young man. I said, just give me one. And he just stood there and looked at me for a long time. And he couldn't say anything. I said, you're in the wrong profession.
Come on.
And I walked off from it. I left him standing there, because if you can't see one thing good in a child, then you're in the wrong profession.
You know, and you're right, you know, because I won't call his name, was a male teacher. When CJ was going at he was at the middle school. The middle school. And it was one male teacher, and you know, he had loved, you know, doing, you know, robotics. But that was outside, you know. And this one male teacher is like, he just had a situation with CJ. And everybody knows CJ. He's quiet. He's very quiet, you know, very preserved, you know. And he said, and to sum it up, he was like, I don't see you. And he knew he played football. He said, well, I don't see you making, you know, past high school.
Yeah. And I have those teachers say it.
And I listen, but you know, that thing itself, it didn't sizzle in my spirit.
Right.
You didn't sizzle at all. So I definitely went there, had a quick meeting, went to the school board. That's something. Yeah. And I'm looking, and you don't know, you know, you have good, you know, you have good students that, you know, come out of 2-parent home and you still have teachers. Yeah.
Simple words could break their spirit.
Yeah. So we had to build them back up.
Simple words could break their spirit.
We had to build him back up.
Yeah.
And listen, right now to this very day, he's playing college football.
There you go. Yeah.
Not only college football, he graduated on May 1st, a year early.
See, that's what's up.
A year early. And about to get his master's.
Now you got to let him go back to that same teacher if he's still there.
Man.
You got to let him go and show him that degree and show him all that stuff. You got to let him.
But you wonder, like what? You know, what? You know, but we thank God for the teachers like you. You know, that, you know, here. And so what advice, if a teacher, a principal, or they be assistant or regular, or what will you say to them on today? What will you say to encourage them?
Love these kids. Love them like they're your own. See yourselves in these children, because you never know what they're coming from, where they're coming from, but you can help them get where they need to go. I was just sharing with your husband when we got started, before we got started, I tell these kids all the time, you are the author of your own story.
Come on.
Don't give anyone else your ink pen, because when they got the pen in their hands, they're writing your story for you.
My God.
So we have to help these kids narrate their stories, but push them and encourage them. Do not allow yourselves to be their stumbling block.
Come on. That's it.
Don't be the one that's going to be there, that's going to break their spirit. Whereas they, in the future, they're remembering only what you said negative and not what you can say to uplift them or build them. We're here to strengthen our kids.
Come on.
As a career specialist, we have, and I'm shouting out Jacobia Matthews. Jacobia Matthews does all of my work for me. Wow. Anything from retractable banners, my tablecloths, and everything.
She's a boss now.
Yeah, she's really good. She's the GOAT with everything.
Yeah. She's so busy. They got her so busy. busy.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah. You got to really get in there to get her.
Yeah, you got to get in there, man. She do good work, but Lord have mercy, busy.
She made a tablecloth for us. And on the tablecloth, I told her specifically what I wanted. And it says, we enhance, we enlighten, we encourage, we embrace, we empower,
come on,
and we educate our students. That's what we're here to do.
Right.
If you're not doing that, you're in the wrong profession. So if you're not loving the kids and loving what you do,
come on,
that's the key. You gotta love what you do.
Because the pay ain't gonna speak.
It's not the pay. Trust me.
The pay ain't gonna speak.
It's not the pay, but it's the passion.
The passion.
It's the passion.
Oh yeah, hashtag that. Not the pay, the passion.
It's not the pay.
Not
it's
the pay, the passion.
Yeah, and I genuinely love what I do.
Yeah.
I genuinely love being a career specialist because I'm able to do what I did not receive.
And that was one of my questions, for tonight when I go into my question, what did, I was going to ask you, you think your passion is, there because you didn't get that?
I didn't get that. I didn't get that. I can remember sitting in the guidance counselor's office, which now we're professional school counselors, but the guidance counselor at that time, as a senior, and I can recall going in with one of my friends, and because the guidance counselor was very familiar with that person's family, and I guess they're considered the elite family or whatever. I can recall all the attention being given to my friend.
Wow.
And it was like, oh yeah, you can do this and you need to do that and you need to go to this school and you need to do that. And when it came to me, it was like, maybe you need to go into nursing, or maybe you need to do, I don't know what. And the way I felt so little. I felt so little, like I was a nobody. I wasn't seen. I wasn't heard. I wasn't good enough.
How do you pick yourself up?
That's how I felt. So I went to the junior guidance counselor, and I don't want to call names, but I went to her and I told her what had happened. I told her how I felt, and she began to talk to me. And she said, "No, baby, let's not do this."
Speak life.
And she began to speak life. And so as I'm going to school and as I'm working these different places and doing these things, my mother wasn't able to send me to a big college at the time. I had to work, and I started right here at USC Salkatchie. Well, actually I went to Springfield. I'm sorry, Mansfield Business College. I started at a business college. That was in Charleston. It's no longer there, but I started there, and I received a certification in legal secretary. And so then it wasn't enough for me. I was always one that wanted more. So I started going to SALT. And I went to SALT, from SALT to USC Columbia, and just having that goal, go.
Right.
Started at Webster, working on my master's.
Right.
Started at Springfield, graduated from Springfield College with my master's, and just that desire.
Right.
And you have to motivate yourself.
That's it.
Motivate yourself and push yourself, because if you don't,
right,
you're gonna be stagnant.
My God.
So just love these kids, love them. Love yourself. And when you're pouring into them, stick with the word of God. I know in school we can't say but so much, right. But there's opportunity for ministry at all times. And it's the way to do it.
Come on. If you look in the book of Esther, even God's name was never mentioned.
Right.
But then the actual the work
was being done. It was being done.
So like you say, it's a way to do it.
Yeah.
So y'all listen, we're gonna pause right there. We're gonna pour some natural tea now before we get into some other tea. Now we're gonna jump back to find out a little bit about who was Charlene when she was in 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. So we didn't go to college, but we didn't get the tea, y'all, on middle school and high school. So y'all come back. Go ahead and share live. We're gonna pour some tea, y'all. Hey guys, this is Dr. Y here with the Holistic and Wellness Center of the Low Country. So you guys listen, I'm super duper excited being a ambassador sponsor for this company, Black Girl Vitamins. You guys listen, so when I'm drinking my tea, I like to put my collagen inside of my tea. And y'all listen, the skin is skinning along with the nails and the hair and the nails supplement as well, and the vitamin D as well. I'm telling you, so each morning when I get up, or it could be late afternoon, and I'm doing my tea, I put my collagen inside of it. The collagen doesn't have a taste, so it doesn't affect the taste of what you're actually drinking. So y'all listen right quick. So that Black Girl Vitamin, you guys, and collagen, also menopause, all that stuff, I need you guys to go ahead right quick, head over, and there's a code that's going to give you a good discount. So that code is Lady Y843. Again, it's Lady Y843. Get your Black Girl Collagen on today. Love you guys. And we're back, y'all. So, y'all, like I said, tonight is my women's blend tea. Yes. So, listen, it's not, you don't have to have anything going on, but it pretty much help you as a female. But let me get a little, a little nugget right quick. But if you know you into menopause and your cycle acting a little funny, she want to come on 1 month, and when she finally come on, it's like, you need to get this tea. You can order in dry form. So, y'all, we're gonna hop back in. And we'll talk about who was Karen in middle school. What was she like?
Oh, gosh. Middle school was actually a tomboy.
What?
I was actually a tomboy. Not so much at school, but I was actually a tomboy. At home, I was playing football and playing in the yard with my cousins.
Right.
And running up and down the ditch, and that was me. Because
it was A-B, it was campus A and B.
Campus A and B.
Okay.
So 6th grade was our campus, campus B.
Right.
And when we had to do our we call it related arts now, but when we did activity, we had to walk over to campus A to do it. But like I said, I was a tomboy.
Right.
I really was. I just was a tomboy.
So how do you feel about now, 6th grade being now pushed back to, if you can, talk on it, elementary? How do you feel about that being in the school system? You think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't like it. I'm just going to be real. I don't like it. I feel like you're setting our 6th graders back. I don't feel like you're giving them the opportunity to grow, because when they're already at the middle school with us, yes, they're still between that ages of being kids wanting to play, but then they're still trying to mature.
Right.
And I just feel like at the middle school, they would have that opportunity to be shaped into maturing and growing up. But being kept at the middle school, to me, it makes them feel like, oh, we did something wrong, or why couldn't we go to the big school?
Right.
Like, because the kids look forward to that.
Yeah.
They look forward to going to the big school.
Right.
And I just don't feel like that's a good thing.
Right.
And, now we're, having a lot of our great teachers that are going to be going to elementary school with them.
Wow.
And that's hurtful alone. But I just
because they got to shift the teachers.
Yeah, you got it's a lot.
Ooh.
But I just don't. I personally don't like it. And I'm sure there are other benefits to it.
Yeah.
That someone else may say that for me personally, I don't like it. Yeah.
So let's talk about high school. What year did you graduate in?
1990, mighty 90. 1990. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
best class ever.
Oh Lord. Bulldogs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's go Bulldogs.
Because the middle school was our high school.
That was our high school.
So how did when you first went in the system, how did it feel knowing that you in the middle school, but it still was your high school?
It's humbling, y'all.
The memories flood back in.
The memories flood. I tell the kids, oh y'all, I can show y'all some stuff. And let me show you. This
ain't no hiding place. Ain't no hiding place. Ain't none.
The things that the kids are trying to do now, I was like, nah, we did that.
Yeah.
We perfected that. Don't do that. I remember before we painted the art room, went in the art room, and I was like, y'all see my name right there?
Oh Lord.
We did our little graffiti on the walls. But it's a humbling experience, because you get to look back and say, this is where we grew up, and this is where we graduated from, and have an opportunity to even work with some of the folks that graduated with me, like Ron Yeomans. He's Dr. Ron Yeomans. He's over at the CAS, Alternative Academy, and then we have Eureka Bodison, which is the principal at the high school. Shonda Crosby, she's now the registrar at the high school as well, and so many other people. Catherine Franchette. It's just so many different people that we went to school with. Now we're here. We're still here.
Wow.
We're giving back.
And that's
college. We're here.
Wow, that's amazing.
It is. It is.
Did the tomboys kind of left from middle school to high school?
Once I got to high school and I saw boys, I was like, I was noticed. So that changed. That changed a little bit.
Oh Lord.
Now let me be real with you. My mother was very strict.
Yeah.
I mean, we grew up in church.
Wow.
We grew up wearing skirts to our ankles. We could not wear
Not
pants.
not them with the
Oh,
socks
honey,
and
skirts all day. We could not
and
wear
tennis shoes.
pants, tennis shoes. You know, we'd have to sneak the pants. We'd tell cousins, "Hey, bring me a pair of pants or whatever." But I'm serious,
So
y'all.
what was it? What
Listen,
was it? Holiness.
holiness. I was brought up in holiness, born and raised. My mother and my father. My father was a Baptist, and my
Mhm.
mother was Baptist as well.
Mhm.
But then she converted over to
Well,
holiness, Pentecostal.
right.
And so we were just taught that.
So you're
You
shouting too.
know, oh girl, we rolling all over the floors like everybody else. You know, we know we. But you know what? The thing about us is because we grew up
Yeah.
in holiness and knowing the way,
Yeah.
we knew not to play with God. And we knew
come
not to,
on.
that we went home and we had our
Yeah.
own little church service.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but
Not with the dolls, huh?
oh honey, the
Yeah,
dogs
the
and
dolls.
everybody else. We laying hands and we got the oil and anointing.
Oh my
Girl,
God.
listen. We did it all.
Yeah.
But because we knew
Mhm.
better. We
Yeah.
grew up going to choir rehearsal at
Mm.
Faith Revival Center
Mhm.
under Bishop Ferguson.
Mhm.
And choir rehearsals are in Unitarian services. So
Mm.
we were taught at a very young age. We
Mhm.
didn't play with God. We didn't go to church. We couldn't go to sleep because my aunt Mary,
Yeah.
she was gonna pinch you. You getting up.
Yeah.
And so we just grew up knowing this way. And so when we shifted
Yeah.
to different ministries, it
Right.
was still with us.
Still with you, right?
So but once I got to high school, like I said, I was noticed. I was like, oh, okay. Okay, girl, let me stop being a little Tom. Let me stop playing and
Yeah.
act a little cute now.
Right. Right.
But yeah, life was just
Life was
it was different.
It was different.
It was different now.
So then, when you left the senior high school, did you have your plans together? I know we talked about we touched on it earlier about the
Mhm.
schools. So when you graduated, do you have plans like I'm going to be this social worker, caseworker?
Not really. I didn't because, like I said, I was defeated. I
Right.
felt defeated. I
Right.
felt like I was not good enough to go
Right.
to a big college or do
Wow.
anything. So what I did, I ended up, like I said, going to Mansfield Business College.
Right.
Just because my sister went and my cousins went.
Got you.
So I said, well, I'm gonna do this. I'm
How
gonna
many
start
siblings do you
this.
have?
My mom's side. Now, my mom's side, it was 6 of us. One preceded us
6.
in death before I was born.
Got
And
you.
then my sister died a couple of years ago.
Right. I saw the picture.
Right, Barbara. She passed
Right.
away. And so now on my dad's side, it's a lot of us.
A lot of y'all.
It's a lot of us.
So how was it growing in the house with 6 of you guys, but 5?
Right.
You're the youngest.
I'm the baby girl.
You're
the baby girl. I have a brother that's younger than me. Yeah.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
how was
I'm the baby, but I'm always the oldest. I always thought I was the oldest, y'all. I was spoiled. I
was about to ask that question.
Oh, I was spoiled. My grandmother and grandfather, I was spoiled. My siblings just always get upset because it was time for school. I was hiding in the room with grandma, so I didn't have to go to school.
Oh Lord.
So my mom was fussing like, where's she at? Where's she at? And my grandma hiding me under the covers.
Oh,
So I didn't like school. I did not like school.
And that's the thing.
I didn't.
and
I
you
didn't
in
like
school, and you
I did not like school, so I would purposely miss the bus. Like my sisters, and they had to iron our clothes,
right.
and so she would iron my clothes on a Sunday night. So
Yeah.
come Monday morning,
Right.
I done hid the clothes in the closet. I done hid it, and I'm like, Ma, I don't have any clothes to wear. She didn't iron me anything to put on. So
my
now
God.
my mom's fussing at my sister, and she's giving me the mean look, like she's gonna beat me down. But I'm like, nah. So I purposely would miss the bus.
Wow.
But I'll tell you what broke me out of missing the
How
bus.
about the ex what broke?
My uncle, God bless his soul, he drove log truck.
Uh-huh.
And my mom said, oh, you missed the bus today? You're going to school.
Not in the log truck.
I had to go in the log truck.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
My uncle pulled up in front of Hampton Street
in the log truck
and put me out in the log truck. I didn't miss the bus another day.
That worse than the van, the white van.
Oh no,
the log truck.
The log truck.
Oh my God.
I never missed the bus again. I promise you.
What did the kid say when he saw
I
you?
was like, girl, I was ashamed, y'all. I was ashamed. I was ashamed. Never missed the bus again.
Wow.
Promise you that.
So how long?
Yeah.
So when I met you, it was just you and your first daughter.
Right.
So how old were you when you had her?
Oh gosh, I was 21.
Well, you just crossing over.
Yeah, 21. That was that when she and I was rocking for 10 years.
10 years.
10 years, just the two of us.
Ain't that something?
Just the two of us.
Wow.
And God blessed me with a husband that loved her and took her in as his own.
Right.
And we began to have our kids, and listen, wonderful. Wouldn't change it for the world.
How many kids do you have total?
I have 4. I have 3 girls and 1 boy.
One boy.
Oh, that's my man. That's my heart.
Lord.
That's my man now. But my girls are all, they're all independent. They're, they're doing their thing. I'm proud of them.
So how old, the son is the youngest?
Yes, he's 16.
Wow.
Yeah, he's 16.
Wow. Wow. Because like I said, when I went through the pictures, I'm like, I see your kids, but I ain't see no all the students. I'm like, well, listen.
We took a lot of vacation pictures. There's one picture that when I turned 51, they gave me a birthday party.
Wow.
And there's one picture, I don't know if you were able to get that one, but there's one picture with just me, the kids, and one of my granddaughters, and the other, my daughter was expecting my second granddaughter at that time. But,
right.
But yeah,
so what are your kids? What's your grandma? Don't say you grandma. Gigi.
No,
I said when I become a grandmother, I don't want to be no Gigi. I want grandmother. Just give me the back in the day.
I am grandma.
Oh, you grandma. Not grandma, glam.
Grandma. But my babies call me Gammy.
Oh
yeah, they call me Gammy.
So what's the thing with the name? Changing the name to Glam and Gigi and all that?
I'll tell you, like this lady always told us that I worked with at the Board of Disabilities. Miss Lily Felder. Miss Lily Felder always told us we ain't old till we cold. And so ain't nobody throwing dirt on me yet. So I'm not old yet.
Got you.
So I'm gonna live it and love it.
And glamour.
I'm glamour. That's right. I'm glamour.
So what's you have 2 grandkids?
I have 2 girls, 2 granddaughters.
So who's outspoken?
Out of the 2?
Yeah.
The 2-year-old.
The 2-year.
The 2-year-old is different. Now, don't get me wrong. My Chelsea, my 11-year-old, she is, oh my gosh, this little girl is just unique.
Yeah.
She is just her own person. She's just now coming to her own personality.
Right.
She'll be going to 6th grade next year. But she lives in Fayetteville, so she's not here with me. But she's just got this glow about her and this flow about her that's so different. And I love it because she's finally like coming into her own and just developing her own personality. Right. So yeah, she's outspoken. Don't get me wrong. She's just like her mother.
So what will you say if your kids run across this podcast, either now or the future? If you look in that camera right there, what would you want to say to your babies?
I love y'all. And y'all not put me in a home. We're not doing that. But no, I love y'all. And I've always taught y'all to do all that you can do, be all that you can be, love yourselves, live your life the best of your ability. Love what you do and do what you love. You know, that's for mama. Mama's always going to be here for you, you know, but I taught you to be sufficient and efficient. I taught you to grow, be productive, and to produce things that you know you want to one day look back at and say, I did that. Trust God. Keep him at the forefront at all times because you can't make it without him. There's no way you can make it without God. I don't care how you try. Keep him at your forefront. He is everything that you need. As we were saying, passion and purpose. Make him you continue to have the passion, but let him be the purpose for all that you do in life. So mama love you.
Amen.
That's me.
So how were you in college? Like, okay, so 21, going to college, like what was that like?
My first year at college was free till I was full, as old folks say. I was free till I was full. Yeah. I did. I thought I could do everything, go everywhere, you know, just do what I wanted to do.
Right.
But when my mom had to come to the school,
not to college.
Yeah, she did.
Oh Lord,
she did.
That's on me right there.
That was it for me. And then when I saw my grades and I was already on academic probation, I was like, oh, there's some money I'm gonna be missing. I can't do this, you know. No, but yeah, that was my wake up call.
Right.
That was my wake up call. You know, that first semester, you free to fool now because you grown now. You thinking you grown. So, you know, just doing what I thought I could do.
So what were you saying? Go ahead.
But just like I said, once I got my grades and I saw that I was on academic probation, and I was like, okay, now look, I got to get it together. Right. So the next year, I just took it more serious. Right. And I just began to stay focused.
Gotcha.
And kept going. My family called me the professional college student because every time they turned around, I was in school. I was going because that's just what I like doing.
Right.
And I was growing. I was learning. I got a plan. Right.
So what will you say to that student now that's preparing to go to college and they're about to leave the country or they're about to leave, you know, the city, whatever? What will you say to them for that first year of college? What would you say to look on that camera? What would you say to encourage them?
Stay focused. Stay focused. Have a plan for the plan for the plan. Because if your first plan does not work, then you have to have a backup plan. Because a lot of our kids, someone would say, I want to be an NFL player. I want to be a professional baseball player. And I always tell them, if that does not work for you, if you hurt your leg and you can't play, if you break your arm and you can't play, what are you going to do? You have to have a plan for the plan for the plan. Have those backup plans, but stay focused. Stay grounded. Continue to work hard for what you want. Don't let anybody stop you. Don't let anybody block you. As I said, you're the author of your story.
Yeah.
Don't give anybody your pen. Don't let anybody write your story for you. Don't let anybody pull you out of your character. You know who you are. You know whose you are. Continue to walk in the calling that God has for you and continue to work towards the goal that you desire. Place it in his hands. As we said earlier, hey, write the vision, make it plain. That's all you have to do. Study your word, stay focused, stay with God, and you got this. Amen. And you have to remember, you have to get a circle of support. Keep a good circle of support, not just any circle.
Come on now.
Not just any circle. Sometimes those friends and those family members that you're around, those are your biggest hindrance.
That's it.
Those are your biggest people that's going to help you to fall or fail. Sometimes you have to isolate yourself and you be your own circle, to get where God wants you to be, because it's going to have to be you, God, and the Holy Spirit.
Come on now.
That's your circle. So sometimes you have to separate yourself from people, from things, to stay focused onto the plan and the promise that you have. That's what I would say to
That's good. And you're right. Yeah. When you touch on with playing sports, you know, when you look at like my CJ, he, of course, he did ninth grade, he did freshman year, and I think a little of 10th at the at public school, high school. Then he got recruited to the private school, right? And he finished up, and that was our thing with him. he did football from 5 years old up until 21 right now,
right?
And that was our thing. Okay, people like, well, what are you gonna do after? So that's why in place, when many don't know, when he went to college, he got a football scholarship, but he got 80% academic.
That's right.
And the rest was football.
You got to.
Even to this day, on the dean's list, and that's his thing. He has a plan for the plan for the plan for the plan. What if you don't get the NFL next level? What are we going to do? And that's the part. And that's why I believe that, it's not saying you snatching the hope from the children or even the parents, but it have to be realistic. You have to have a plan got to be in place.
Yeah. And that as a career specialist, I'm going back into what I do. The career specialist, we do what we call SCOAS assessments. And we do job shadowing. We do virtual job shadowing. But in our SCOAS assessments, we break it down for the kids. The kids are actually able to go online and they're able to, answer these questions, and it'll pull up results as to what they want to do. So a lot of times agriculture might come up, or engineering may come up, or human service, arts, AV, and technology. These things come up, healthcare. These things come up. So I always tell them, I said, I know you want to be a professional basketball player. You want to be this, that, and the other, but these are your results. They're not set in stone, but these are your results.
That's right.
So out of any of these things here, choose at least 2 to 3 of them. And start focusing on zoning on into these things right here, and see what type of occupation that you can get from these particular jobs or these careers. Because if this does not work, always have something else.
Yeah. And you can do both. Like
you can do both.
With CJ, he played football, college football, and still on the D's list now.
And I encourage our kids now. You can be entrepreneurs now.
Come on.
And I let them know, you like to look at YouTube and you like to sit and watch all these other kids, doing their thing. You can do it too.
Same thing.
One of the things that when I first heard this, it blew my mind when the child told me they wanted to be a professional gamer. It was like a professional YouTuber. That's what it was. Professional YouTuber. And I'm like, I thought it was the craziest thing. I did. My son said it. And I'm looking at him like a professional YouTuber. You lost your mind. Not knowing.
You don't know.
The money. The skills. If you perfect your skill, you can make a lot of money. So now when we're doing the assessments, and these are what the kids tell me, that's like, okay, let's go into information technology. Let's see what areas we can pull this up. Science, engineering. Let's see what we can do, with this particular occupation that you say you want to do.
Right.
So, like you asked me a question earlier about how do I feel about teachers? What can I say?
Right.
You can work with these kids and not judge them. You got to not judge their desires. You can't judge their goals.
Right.
You know, you got to be realistic with them now.
Right.
Because now, if you know you got a kid that's maybe making,
And
you
they'll-
know, D's.
And college ain't for them. Might
You
not
know,
be for them.
it might not be
Might
for
be a
them.
trade.
But this, again, is where we encourage them. Let's go to trade school.
That's
If
right.
trade school. Or if you want to start doing something now, you can start doing something now. That's why we need our vocation back into our school system. We need like our shop classes back at the middle school. We need those classes where our kids have that hands-on experience, because everyone is not going to go to college.
Yeah.
They're not going to do it.
They're not going to do it.
They're not going to go to college. But if we did these vocational skills, you know, get that started in the middle school.
Yeah.
Not wait until they get to high school. Yes, I love it at TCTC.
Yeah.
We have so many things at TCTC. We have
Right.
barbering, we have nail tech,
Now.
we have automotive, we have
Yeah,
agriculture,
nursing.
consumer science, nursing, early childhood, all of that is
that.
there. That's awesome.
But the middle school.
Start at the middle school.
So you feel if it get at the middle school, it'll kind of give you kind of know where they're going.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Because you can tell what kids are just not going to, you know, say.
Right.
And it's not saying that they're not smart enough,
Right.
or they're not good enough,
Right.
but you just know what child. We had kids in the ED class that my cell phone would mess up or whatever. That child could pick that cell phone up and go through it, and I'm looking like, okay,
How you did
or
that?
the computer could shut down. That child could go and fix that computer, or we had a child that worked on cars with his mom or dad or whoever.
Wow.
These are things that we need to push for our kids,
Right.
but we need to start in the middle school.
The school.
Not wait till they get to high school.
Right.
Open the doors for them now.
So that's your zeal, your desire
to see it happen.
To see that happen.
It has to happen. We used to have home economics. All
Sure
these,
did.
we don't have that anymore.
I had
the middle school.
I remember right now, and you know, Mr. Williams. He had a shop, and I did the board. I know what I was doing. But listen, and Mr. Williams look like he look young. He don't look older, Mr.
Not
Williams.
And he right now.
You know something? Central
right
Williams,
there.
right? And I was
there.
we was 7th grade. I was in 7th grade, 7th or 8th, one of them.
Yeah,
but you're right.
The shop classes,
Miss Pitts,
the the sewing classes, all these
Miss
things
Lewis.
that they took away. And we keep our kids' hands busy.
Yeah.
They might not be as busy in the streets as we want, you know, with other things.
Right.
You know, so if we keep them busy doing good things and positive things, we don't have to worry about them picking up the vape. So we won't have to worry about them,
because that's what's going on now. Vape is going on now.
Vaping is the thing now for the kids. But we won't have to worry about those things if we're keeping them busy.
Right.
And that's one of the things we need to do. Keep the kids busy with positive educational things that's going to benefit them in the future.
Right.
You know, don't wait for something to happen big,
and then
you say, oh, we need to do this. No, do it now.
Do it now.
Do it now.
That's amazing right there. So we know you're a cheer coach as well.
Yes.
So then how did that come about?
Yeah, I cheered in elementary.
Oh Lord,
that was it. Working at the middle school, I was was I in the ED class? Yeah, I was in the ED class. Jay Davis.
Yeah.
Jay Davis was our athletic director for the middle school at that time. And Miss Latasha Woods, y'all love her. Oh my God. I used to watch her, you know, as she would coach. She and Jade Parnell.
Yeah.
They would teach these girls, and I would just, oh God, I was loving it. I loved it. And I just watched her.
Yeah.
But I never knew that I was gonna be the coach. When she left, we had a couple other people that came in, but they didn't stay. And so Jay Davis, I was coming out of Williams Seafood one day. He was in Williams Seafood, and he was like, hey,
that sound like him.
Yo, hey, I need to run something by you. And I'm like, okay. He said, I need a cheer coach. And I'm looking at him like, okay, nah. You know, it's like, nah, I'm serious. I was like, no. I said, let me think about it. Knew I wasn't gonna think about it. But you know, I did, and I went back to him and I said, well, I'll tell you what. I said, I'm not ready to be a head coach yet, because I need to learn. I need to get them, you know, some information, some whatever.
Right.
I said, but if I said I know somebody that could be the head coach, and I'll be the assistant to her.
Right.
So Chastity Frazier, love her dearly. I talked with Chastity, and she was working at Hendersonville at the time. She still is. And I said, Chastity, because her daughter was a cheerleader. Gotcha. And so I said, Chastity, I said, I don't want to be the head coach. I said, I don't know it enough. I said, you've been doing it. Your daughter been sharing. I said, I need you.
That's respectful. That's respectful right
I'm
there.
real.
I'm like,
I
wow.
don't get into something that I didn't know what I was doing.
Every good idea, you're like, listen, I gotta learn this thing.
I gotta learn this thing.
Wow.
So she became the head coach, and then I became the assistant coach. So then the next year it was like, okay, her daughter went to high school. And then, it was like, she said she couldn't do it anymore. And I'm like, oh, Lord.
You had a year.
Oh, Lord. But I did it. And Gloria Brown, I had an assistant, Gloria Brown.
Yeah.
And then the next year I had, let's see, it was Gloria Brown. It was Jocelyn McNeil.
Yeah.
Daresha Davis and Katrina Winfield.
Right.
Oh gosh, the star. That's my girl.
Yeah.
She cheered in college, cheered in high school, cheered in college.
Right.
So she was my assistant for a little minute. And then there was a position that came open at the high school for the JV coach.
Right.
And I was like, sis, that's for you. I'm
Yeah.
recommending you.
And that's
you
something?
go.
Wow.
You do this. And she did. And now she's the varsity coach. And now I'm JV. I did the middle school for a little while, a good while.
Yeah.
But now I was like, you do JV. And then she went from JV to varsity. And so now I'm the JV coach.
Wow.
So it's just like, when you know it's not for you, you
gotta step back.
Don't hold back.
Yeah.
You gotta share this thing with somebody else.
Right.
Yeah. So Katrina's a goat.
So I saw also you were coordinator for bullying. What was the name again?
It's Obeas.
Because I tore that name
That's
up.
okay. That's okay. It's not pronounced like it's spelled.
And I'm trying to spell it out. Like, listen, I'm like,
it's not pronounced like it's spelled.
Listen, I ain't afraid to say, listen, go ahead and say that word again.
Okay. Obeas.
You better say that again. You gotta know when you know.
Yeah, it's a program that we have within our district, and it's a bullying prevention program for our students and for our staff. And
so there is something in place.
Yes.
When I saw that, when I had to go back to your invite for the career fair and stuff and have your tags.
Yeah.
So I had to go back. I'm like, wait a minute, something is in place for bullying.
Yeah, we've got it. At each school, we have what we call coaches. Each school has a coach and each school has a team. So every school in Colleton County, as far as Blackstreet Early Childhood, we have Zandra Rose. She's a coach there. Let's see, Forest Hills. The coach at Forest Hills, I think, is Miss Jacqueline Harrison, or I apologize. It's Renee Rose and Tangela Green. They both do Forest Hills.
Got you.
And then we do we have Cottageville, which is Jacqueline Harrison. We have Bells, which is Miss Andrea Brown. North Side is Brandon Williams. High school,
Brandon, I know that's right.
Yeah. High school is Jasmine Thomas Williams. She's married now, Jasmine Williams. And then at the middle school, we have Carolyn Anderson.
So at Hendersonville.
Hendersonville is oh gosh, wait a minute. Hendersonville is Miss Barn. I apologize, Miss Barn. So,
you spitting all the names out. You know.
Yes,
listen.
Ma'am. And so with each coach, we have like a team.
Right.
Each coach has a team. So we trained the staff. As well, with Miss Anderson and one of our counselors, they were doing training with our staff with the prevention program. And so we train the staff, and we're going to be starting to work with our students as well, training the students, just coaching them, getting them awareness. Right. And as you can see, we go out to different activities. A lot of times we're at the baseball games, the football games, basketball games, anything that's going on in the community, any kind of health fair, anything that's in the community, right? We'll go set up. So, and we're spreading awareness. Right. We're giving out the paraphernalia. We have lists, we have pens, we have pamphlets. Right. But we're giving out the awareness. Right. And this actually started under Dr. Danny Daniels, Danny Daniels, and Mr. Jones. Wow. They were the ones that, basically brought this program. Right. And, both of them are now, doing other things, greater things, better things, wonderful things. Right. They're gone. So, Tangela Green, Brandy Bozeman now, and then Tangela Green. Right. And then, they're the ones that's over now. But this program has been in place for a little minute. Wow. But we're now putting it out there more. Right.
So then what if a parent child is getting bullied, like what's the procedure or policy that they should do?
Well, a lot of times we don't know that a child's being bullied. Right. And that's the sad part. We don't know that a child is being bullied until a parent comes and say, my child is being bullied.
Because they put it on Facebook.
They'll put it on Facebook, but they won't come to the administrators.
Had I not saw your portfolio and saw that, I would think, because back in the Quantum time, that was nothing was in place.
Right.
Back then.
Right.
So then something been in place.
Yeah. And we have it where the kids can come. We'll set up in our cafeteria. In my office, there's a platform for them to come in there.
Both
any
kids.
of the coaches.
Both of the kids. One is being bullied and one is bullying.
Right.
Wow.
Absolutely. You can come in, even if you don't want to, share your name. You can write on a piece of paper and just pass it, take it to the office, go to the administrators. And see, that's one of the biggest things that our kids, they don't tell us. We don't know sometimes. Now, there are sometimes where your friends, these friends, I love it. The friends will come and say, hey, this person is being bullied.
Right.
Or this person is thinking about suicide or whatever. So
in middle school, Charlene?
Oh gosh, yes. I'm trying
because I'm trying to grasp.
Yes.
Like how? Like they don't have there's no bills going on, no mortgage, no rent, but then you don't know what's going on at home.
You don't know what's going on at home. You'll be surprised at a lot of our kids that has these thoughts. Even has tried to take action.
Yeah.
So, but that's why we're here. And that's why we're trying to spread this awareness. And it's not just for us. Our families, our parents, they have to be on board with it.
You
have to be on board with it. We're supposed to be a family. We're supposed to be a community, a village.
Yeah.
We have to now start bringing that village back and making sure that our kids feel safe. Letting them know that we are here.
Right.
And, and you asked earlier about why do the kids respect me?
Right.
Because my door is open. Now, a lot of times I have to run them out of there. But, if a child's sitting on the floor, I'm sitting on the floor with them. If the child is going through something, I'm going to sit and I'm going to listen. I'm going to hug them. I'm going to love on them. I'm going to let them know, go ahead, cry, get it out. If you don't feel like talking, that's fine. We'll just sit here. But you gotta have that open door for them. You have to have open arms, open heart, and an open mind.
Right.
That's the big. Have an open mind.
Because if we don't help them at that age, you're gonna have them now. They turn to adults. Because Charlene, we have adult bullies. We have adult bullies in the school. In the
teachers bullies.
That's what I'm talking about.
Administrators bullies. We have
adult bullies.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll tell a child real quick. If you feel that an adult is doing something or saying something
to you
that you feel that is bullying or are not comfortable with, you feel that they're just harping on you or whatever, don't you try to handle it. Because once you start trying to handle these situations, now you're being labeled.
There you go.
Okay. Now you're being looked at, oh, that child don't have any manners. That child is disrespectful. That child is this, that child is that.
Yeah.
And teachers talk. I've sat and I've listened to teachers talk. But you allow your parent, your guardian, go to a trusted adult, let them handle it. But if you try to handle it, that's when you're going to get that label. And I don't like that. I always tell our kids, your reputation will get somewhere before you do. Before they know anything about you, they know you as the person or see your face. I'll tell them real quick, before they see your face, they're going to know who you are by your name because they know your reputation.
Wow.
And I tell them all the time, make sure that what you're doing is good.
Right.
Make sure you're doing things positive. But once you're labeled, it follows you. And I hate that. I hate that.
It does.
I hate it. I believe in second chances with kids. I believe in third chances.
Right.
Now, don't get me wrong. There's just some kids that you got to be like,
Lord.
Ooh, Jesus. You got to pray a little hard now. And my kids know. I love them all. I give tough love.
Yeah.
I laugh with them. I everything. But I told them if I ever do this,
wash my hands.
If I ever do that,
that's it.
Hold on. Hold on about your business.
Right.
Because that means you don't want to learn. You don't want to grow.
Right.
You don't want to have the encouragement. You don't want to, if you're constantly interrupting class, you're constantly doing something that you know you're not supposed to do.
Right.
Going on.
Yeah.
And you gotta learn the hard way.
Oh my God.
You gotta learn the hard way. But it's okay.
Yeah. So without calling names, you've had a situation where you got the person was being bullied and the bully, and you were able to resolve it.
Yeah. Plenty of time. A lot of times people mistake what bullying is. Bullying is something that's repetitive. Bullying is something that's going to make you, cause harm to yourself or whatever. But if it's repetitive, now just because you and I have a disagreement and an argument, that's not bullying. So people get it confused. Just because little Johnny and little Bobby got into a tussle.
Wait a minute. Let's, for the viewers on tonight and the parents out there, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Break it down, the difference into bullying.
Bullying has to be something that's repetitive. It's an ongoing thing. if that child, if I'm coming in every day and I'm saying, yo, Dr. Y, I don't like your hair.
Yeah.
I come back the next day, Dr. Y, I don't know why are you wearing it now that I'm getting other kids and other people involved, and I'm telling you every day, and I'm just constantly coming at you, and I'm walking up and I'm hitting you side your head, and this is an everyday ongoing thing. That's what you consider as bullying.
Not one day.
Not a one day thing.
Gotcha.
Not if you and I decide we just gonna pass licks or whatever. That's not bullying. You know, if I hit you and you go home and tell your mom, oh, so and so hit me, mom's coming in, my child's being bullied. No, it's an isolated situation, and we'll deal with it accordingly. Bullying has to be repetitive.
Got you.
It has to be something that's ongoing, something demeaning. If you are dehumanizing or demeaning a person to the point where they feel invalued or they feel like, you know, they're afraid now, they're fearing.
Right.
That's bullying. Wow. You don't want to get that mixed up. And a lot of people do. A lot of people do.
And if that is going on, they're being bullied repetitive, then you said they can go to their counselor or
they can go to the school counselor. They can go to the administrator. They can go to a teacher.
The parent. What would the parent do?
The parent. Yes, the parent. Absolutely. Yes, the parents can come and talk with the administrators, the counselors, and we can kind of get together and see what we can do to resolve the issue. You know. But yeah, just as a lot of times we get the parents to come up there without the understanding of what bullying is. And once they sit down, we break it down to them, because our parents don't believe their children are doing things until you show them a video.
You know what, Charlie, they need to walk in that school.
Yeah, that's it.
Walk up on them. Yeah. You know, because you know, even us being in ministry, you know, of course, you know, our kids, they're well, the Quantas finished. You know, she not PhD, but CJ, you know, college. So we got time. Right. So our name is down. So I pop up on the kids at the church.
Good.
And when I pop up in there, I listen.
It's needed.
They're running around. I'm like,
yeah,
really? You know what I'm saying?
Parents, really? We have a lot of parents that surprised too when they come in.
They turn cussing.
Now, let me say the biggest thing. The biggest thing is the parent comes to the school and to come sign a child out or come see a child, and the child's not where it's supposed to be. We've had that several times. That child's cutting class.
Oh God.
Or that child somewhere, just wherever. Yeah. So that's a big issue. But yeah, we need more parents to come in and see what's going on. Take your time to volunteer. Come. Don't just come to pick up a cell phone.
I know, right?
Because that's now. Listen, they're gonna come, but those cell phones are taken.
Because back in the day, we could with both the Quanta and CJ, we were able to sit in the classroom. Right. That was back then.
Yeah, you know, it's a protocol now. You have to think
now you can't do that now. So
you can come in, you can, but it's just a protocol. It's just a procedure.
You gotta go, because when I go to Whale Branch to check on a kid pop in, they welcome. You know, they love it. And but you have it's a protocol.
It's protocol.
And you go there. You just can't just pop. You know, you can pop, but you have to wait. You know, make sure. Right. So good. But my thing is let them know that you just don't know when I'm gonna pop up.
Right. We need that though. We need more because, and I say this, y'all. The middle school gets a bad rep.
Yeah.
With everything.
Word
of mouth. Oh my gosh, tear us down. Yeah. Because they don't know what all is going on in the school.
Right.
There's so many good things going on in our school.
They're not gonna see that.
There's so many great things going on in school. If they would see our children in action with the positive things, they wouldn't have time to think about the negative things that's going on.
Right.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, we have some kids that are busy.
We got kids that are busy. And we're in a whole nother generation.
That's right. This is
not the same when we were in there. It's not the same.
They are tech savvy. These kids are tech savvy. Everything's about technology. So you're not going to, and when I bring in guest speakers and I tell them real quick, please bring in a PowerPoint, bring in something that the kids can have hands-on with or do something, because they don't like lectures.
Right.
You're not going to keep their focus, not with just lectures.
Right.
But come in with something that they can actually participate with, be hands-on with, interactive with, or whatever, because our kids are very tech savvy. They got to have something.
Right. So make sure this question for the parents. Let's kind of go to that angle. Open house. Do you still have open house?
Yes.
And come in like quarterly reviews, things like that.
We do open house beginning of the school year. We do it quarterly when it's time for report cards. So yes, and the parents are welcome. Parents are welcome. Yes.
They do.
I will say our middle school parents show up. Our open house is always a great turnout.
That's good.
Great turnout.
Good.
We were supposed to have one, I believe it was March the 7th, but because of the storm, we
Right.
had to cancel it.
Right.
But our parents, they show up.
That's good.
I'm gonna brag a little bit because
Do
this
it.
year, our school counselor, Mr. James Pettigo, Miss Anna Stevens, Miss Jamie Stevens, we just received an email from Mr. Pettigo today that we were at 100% with IGPs, individual graduation plans.
Come on.
It's complete. And
Come
that's
on.
phenomenal
Wow.
for Colleton County Middle School.
Say that. Was looking at camera and say it again.
100% IGPs, individual. Our 8th graders going to high school. They already have their plans. Their schedule is in place.
Glory.
So that is one thing that is, y'all, that is awesome.
Wow.
Another praise report. We went up this year from below average to average with our test scores. And we're getting ready to do SC ready. So we're looking to go up even higher with our SC ready scores this year. Our new digital arts teacher, Mr. Reed, he came to our school, y'all, guns blazing. This man took a group of students to Columbia to Skills USA. This has never been done with our school.
Wow.
Skills USA. Our kids have won. They won awards. They won competitions, and now they're going to nationals in Atlanta.
Wow.
They received scholarship money.
Wow.
To go with their. I'm bragging.
You don't hear
I
that
am
part.
bragging. We have our beta club. We have dolls. We have Sisters in Action. We have Boys to Men. We have oh gosh, we have so many different groups.
Because CJ was the one with the Miss Crawford.
Dr. Crawford. She is
it's right there. The name is right there.
Distinguished, not distinguished gentleman. It's and I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh my goodness. But yes, it's phenomenal because Romeo Edwards actually helped with that now.
Okay, awesome.
It's Cornelius Hamilton used to work with it.
Back then was
Yes. So these are the awesome things.
Yeah,
these are things. There are things there for our kids. Tutoring. We have GAP. We have different things set up for our kids. Our AP, Mr. Bryan, Ashley Bryan, he is our math tutor for our kids in the afternoon. If your child is failing math, hit him up. We have Melody Henderson, like our ELA. These people are here in a place, and there are people that's here to stay. So there's so many good things going on. As you can see, our career fairs, our health fairs. We were going to do a science fair because of scheduling. We're not doing it. But these are things that's happening at the middle school. Bringing in guest speakers such as yourself, bringing in Pasqua Nelson with Pink and Purple Boutique, teaching our kids self-esteem, modeling. South Carolina State, we have Latasha Gibson teaching financial literacy, leadership. We have Miss Irene Hallman, nutrition. She was at South Carolina State too, teaching on nutrition. She just did that a few weeks ago, and it was phenomenal, showing the kids how much sugar is in the things that we drink.
So
and
things
the things
are going
that
on. So things are great. Things are going on.
I mean, it's so much great things. One of the biggest things that we just had, which I loved it. Young lady from out of Charleston, Beaufort. It's called the Brave House Foundation, but her project was Dream Global Path. Came in. She and her team came in dressed like flight attendants. Help our kids do passports, showing them how to do passports, doing career assessments. So these are things that are happening. On Friday, we have Elevate University that's coming in to one of our classes, and she's going to teach our kids the different programs that they have that our kids can join and be a part of. It's awesome. We have Sheila. Y'all, everybody know Miss Sheila. Everybody know Miss Sheila from the library.
Miss Sheila.
Etiquette for Success. She comes in regularly. And Mr. Brian McCullough, I'm messing up his name. He came in and taught our boys a PE class, fitness, health and fitness. And Miss Sheila, they partner, but she's teaching etiquette for success. And again, she's doing different things: emotions, leadership, self-esteem, mannerisms, all these different things. Pound Fitness, Karen Boatwright, come in. I don't know if you ever had Pound Fitness. Y'all got to try it. She's at the rec center. Pound Fitness. She has the drumsticks, and they're exercising with the drumsticks to music where they're pounding.
I think we did it. They had an event at the not the wildlife, the other one Farmers market.
Farmers market, yeah.
And we did, and usually I go for suicide prevention.
Yes.
Because back in my time, in my 20s, I tried to commit,
Right.
unalive myself.
Yeah.
So I go out there.
Yes.
They didn't do it this year.
Okay.
Usually around October. They did last year, I meant to say.
Okay.
So we had this, you had the sticks and stuff. So probably the same person.
Miss Karen Boatwright, and sometimes she'll bring other folks in, but bringing these different people in, and I'm not naming, I can't name everybody. But
you start calling names.
Y'all, it's so many things that's happening.
So what do you think?
School.
So all these great things are happening. So what do we need to do to is people participating in it?
Yes. When I bring our folks in, it's for our students and for our staff. On Teachers Work Day, when the kids are not there, Pound Fitness, or I'll try to get Zumba, I'll try to get some type of social. Monique Boatwright with True Beginnings.
Right.
I'm not Boatwright. I'm sorry, Monique Singleton. True Beginnings. She'll come in with a mental health stuff, financial literacy from different agencies. So and I'm putting it out there. Anybody that wants to come into the school and talk to our kids, come on. We have AM and I. They're going to come next week.
Right.
These are kids, military kids, right. And they're going to come in.
See, that's just great things are going on in middle school.
Those are kids that got lost their way, but they're being rehabilitated, and they are getting their GEDs, they're getting their high school diplomas. So they're coming in next week.
Wow, that's amazing.
We have SLED agent Scheider. She's coming in next week. And they're going to talk to our kids. So it's so much happening at the middle school, and people need to come in and see it. Everybody's talking about what's going on, what's not going on.
Right.
Come see. Come and see what's going on, so that you can also be a part of it.
Right.
And if anybody, like I said, if you have a business that you feel like we could share, we have Colleton Chiropractor, Memberger Chiropractor. They come in, they offer their services.
Right.
Because Teachers Work Week is coming up. Teachers Appreciation. So I'm asking for some donations and some support. So for our teachers.
Let's go back for a second. So when you said about support and donation, tell me what that means. Tell us what that means.
Okay, now for the Teachers Appreciation, we do solicit from different businesses, just little things that we can give our teachers.
Like what?
Whether it's a meal,
got you.
Whether it's a gift card,
okay.
Whether it's snacks, whatever that you can provide.
How will we do this?
You can contact me.
Okay.
You can come to the main office. You can talk to the administrative assistant that's there. Okay. But just want to give something back to our teachers.
And when is that again?
That is May 4th. That's the week of May 4th. That's going to be Teachers Appreciation Week. Yeah. So we're excited about that. But also have, I didn't share this part, I don't think it was in there, but I also have the boys and girls closet in the room. I
saw that on Facebook or somewhere.
Yes.
They can shop.
Yes, the kids will come in because a lot of our kids, they'll come to school. Sometimes they're not dressed appropriately.
Right.
So we'll have items in there that, hey, you're not supposed to have on leggings. Let's go these jeans out of here. Come on.
Right.
Let's go get this.
Wow. So who came with that? The school?
It's been going on. It's at the high school. The high school started it. I think it was Kim Footman, Kim White. She started there, and then Ms. Jasmine Thomas, when we were at the middle school, when she was here, we also started. So she did the girls' room, I did the boys' room. Right. And so now that everybody's gone but me, so I combined it. So we do hygiene products.
So can the community, us?
Yes, you can donate. You can donate. And I've gotten a lot of donations, and I thank everybody for the donations. Oh my gosh, it's been a lot, and I really appreciate it. Even the stuff for our teachers, because we have a lot of teachers that came in, a lot of our foreign teachers that came in. You know, sometimes when they come, their families are not here yet, and they're trying to get on their feet. So we had a lot of donations come in. So right now, the donations that I'm asking for the upcoming year are like jeans, khaki pants, school shirts, hygiene products, packaged new underclothes, socks, underwear, stuff like that. Okay. Those are the things that we're looking to
for this upcoming school year.
For the upcoming school year. Those are the things that
we can donate. What number would, if you want to give the number out, what number? I will come back later on when I do the podcast, and I will share it as well. Right. But for tonight, for the upcoming year, what number, or did this come to the middle school?
I would give out my personal number. I have no problems giving that out. 843-599-9496. 843-599-9496. That's my personal cell number. But if you want to reach the school, because if you can't reach me on that, it's 843-782-0040. And they'll definitely send the message to me. We'll get the message.
The items again?
The items are new underwear, underclothes like that, like t-shirts, socks, let's see, jeans, sneakers, because the kids love sneakers, sneakers, school shirts, and even some dress pants, some dress shirts, ties, because we're actually getting ready to come up on our eighth grade transition ceremony where our kids are getting to, getting ready for high school. And so some of our kids are not fortunate enough to have the black slacks and the white shirts.
Gotcha.
So if there's someone that wants to donate black slacks, white shirts, I'll take those now.
And that's now, right?
That's now.
Okay.
And the graduation ceremony is transition ceremony is May 21st.
So what sizes we would get?
Sizes vary. You can start from anywhere from a youth extra small
to all the way up.
a youth extra large up to an adult 12, 14.
Gotcha.
You know, these kids their sizes vary.
Yeah.
But like I said, the black slacks, the white shirts, dress shirts, or the white dresses for our young ladies, black slacks for our young ladies, white blouses for our young ladies. So if those are things that you can donate now, we'll take those.
Gotcha.
So we can have those ready for our kids.
Awesome. I mean, that school from the head to the toe, from the side, the north, the south, the east, the west.
I love my kids.
Ain't that something? Wow.
Yes,
that's awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm gonna for the sake of my little card here.
And I'm gonna put this out there too before you go forward.
Okay.
Food boxes.
Yeah.
Food boxes, and we do backpack buddies. The food boxes are from Low Country Food Bank, and we get them in. They usually come in around the 17th or the 19th, something like that. They'll come in, and we get them, and they're for the community. So please, 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 if you know anyone that needs a food box, come and get it.
Gotcha.
And I don't need anything but the number of people in the household, number of children in the household.
So that one that you do is out, not in the school, is outside.
It's in the school.
Oh, in school.
I get them in the school, and people come to the school and pick up the boxes.
Oh, okay.
So you are more than welcome to come and get a food box. If you know somebody in the community, if someone elderly needs something, or if you just know anybody needs it.
What kind of
food boxes? And the items they have not with this one. We have the non-perishable items. We have your starches, your noodles, your canned goods, your rice, things like that.
Gotcha.
Tunas, chicken salad, those things that are in there.
Wow.
Now, at the high school, they have the food pantry. Now, those items, I can't give exactly what days they're open with the food pantry, but you can contact the high school. Someone there will be able to help you with that. But the food pantry have the fresh produce. Sometimes they have meat.
Wow.
They have your canned goods, and the students there are welcome to walk in and get their things and get their items. So you can call the high school. I believe the number is 843-782-0031. I believe that's the number.
Yeah, that's
843-782-0031. And I'm sure someone there will be able to help you with the food pantry.
Community is doing some great things.
Absolutely. And we're here to partner.
We're here to
partner. So we want to make sure our kids get in. We have what we call backpack buddies as well.
Yeah.
And that goes home with the kids on the weekends.
Wow.
For the holidays, if there's a holiday. And that's where kids that are in need, those kids that we might know that may we deem homeless. And when we say homeless,
how about actually, what does that mean?
When we deem homeless, that might be someone that's living in a hotel. That could be 3. Which number? High school number? 843-782-0030. I'm a 31. I'm sorry, 31. I believe that's it.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
It's been some years now.
Yeah.
But that
yeah, 0031.
It sounds about right from years ago.
Yeah. And what I'm saying about the homeless.
Right.
If there is more than one family members living in a household, so it may be, say for instance, if it was you, and say your sister and her children, that could be considered homeless. Okay, but they have a roof over their head, but there's a lot of kids in the house, so that's another the way to look at it as well. So
do we have a lot of homeless in this?
We do.
Wow,
we do. Yeah, we do.
Wow.
So we want to make sure that our kids are getting, because a lot of elementary schools are doing it as well.
Wow.
I know for sure that Bells is doing it. Hendersonville is doing it. I believe.
No judgment.
No judgment. I believe Northside is doing it now.
Yeah.
But even if you're if your child is going to an elementary school and they don't have it, come to the middle school.
Right.
Let me know. We have procedures, we have our ways we have to take care of things, but yes, come and get it. Come and get it.
Wow,
It's there.
that's amazing.
It's there. It's there.
You don't hear this stuff, Charlene. You don't hear you hear the bad, you hear the vaping, you hear the smoking the marijuana, you hear all the other stuff, but you don't hear, like you said earlier, tell me one good thing.
Yeah.
And you sat here and you said many good things.
There are things going on.
Programs are in place.
Listen,
we just gotta use it. We gotta utilize it.
It's in place. It's going on. Sports, I love it for our kids.
Because you have the midnight, and the Romeo, I think he did that. The midnight basketball
during the summer.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. That was phenomenal. We had kids coming from different counties.
Wow.
To play against our kids here in this county.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you are the best player or not.
Right.
And it's different ages.
Right.
Different age groups. Right. So midnight basketball, Gear Up.
Right.
Gear Up during the summer is there. Sonia Stevens and Mr. Bennett, Dr. Bennett. He's one of the coaches now for Gear Up. And so those programs are going on. It's just so much. It's a lot.
Right.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
So I know we didn't touch tonight. Before we go into that, you know that you pledge as well.
I did.
And because as I was getting your gift, I was about to get the pink stuff. Like, I had to go back on your page and say, I can't do the pink. I'm like, I had to kind of go back.
Yes.
So your sorority sisters.
Yes.
So
Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, as my grandbaby would say. Ooh.
You try to get your
Oh, my 2-year-old. Oh. She walks around the house, y'all. Come on, Gammy. Ooh. I said, look at this girl. So we're ready.
Y'all ready?
We're ready.
Y'all ready?
Yes,
Lord
ma'am.
have mercy.
Yes, ma'am.
So I know we talk a lot. I'm gonna throw in a few questions for the sake of Tea Talk with Prophetess Wise podcast.
Yes.
Not much about faith. We're gonna talk a little about faith.
Yes.
What has been a moment in your life where your faith was tested?
Mercy. A moment?
Yeah, a moment. I think this is one little tiny, teeny weeny incident.
Losing my babies. Losing my babies to gunfire. When I'm losing my students, these kids that I've grown to and attached, gotten attached to, losing them to senseless gunfire.
Yeah.
That tore me down. That broke me. That broke me. And in my office, I have a wall and I have obituaries. And of
students?
Yes. Students, staff members as well. My sister, I shared with somebody earlier, and I was telling them the year that my sister died, I lost so many people that year until it was hurtful. Prior to that year, coming into that year, it was, like I said, senseless gunfire. I can name 3 young men that died. I think it was 22 that died that year, and 23. It was just horrible. And then coming into losing loved ones, losing my students, losing loved ones, losing my best friend, losing my stepmom, losing co-workers.
So how do a person, how did you, I know there's no set time on grief, but how was you able to pick up those pieces and say,
picking them up
and say, Charlene, you got to go.
I'm still picking them up. I'm still picking them up daily. Had this conversation yesterday with someone. I'm picking it up daily.
Right.
Especially when it comes up to birthdays of these kids or anniversaries of their death or, I'm still picking up the pieces.
Right.
My grief is silent. I don't talk about it a lot. I don't share it a lot. My grief is silent. I smile through it all. And I tell people, I mask it, and I do it. I do it because I try to be strong for everybody else.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that the parents are good.
Right.
I want to make sure the families are good.
Right.
And, you want to be there for
your
other students.
Right.
One of my babies I just lost was Kyra Vaughn, my cheerleader. She was a cheerleader.
Right.
And, she passed away from sickness.
Yeah.
And prior to that was Amir. And these are my babies, and I can call them names.
Right.
He was in a car accident. down in Green Pond. That was my baby down there at Whitehall, I believe it was.
Right.
These are my babies, you know. When you have to stand and speak over them, or you're watching that casket close on those kids, it takes a lot away from you.
Right.
And so, as I say to you, I'm picking up pieces right now. Tomorrow is one of my baby's birthday. He would have been 21 years old, and that was one of the worst ones for me. It broke me. It broke me. It caused me to question God. It caused me to be angry.
Why that particular one?
He was my baby. He was just my boy. He was just he was just my boy.
Do you give me one memory? I know you got many good memories. But one funny memory?
Oh my gosh, this boy would eat my lunch. He would eat my lunch, and he would just have something funny to say. And y'all, look, I love different hairstyles. I would wear a wig, braids or whatever. And if my hair was twisted, he would politely come in and say, "Oh, come on, Miss Williams, your hair's twisted. Let me fix your wig for you. Let me get you right."
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But he was just that guy, and you know, he was one, and then just so many of them. It was so many of them, but his birthday's tomorrow, and just it's hard. Like I said, I don't try to talk a lot about it because I get so emotional, but I just try to just mask it and go.
So when you say you almost question God,
I was angry with him. I was angry
because we don't as believers we don't talk about that part.
And the thing about questioning God and flying in his face, it's okay to ask questions, because how do you get understanding if you don't ask?
That's it.
You got to ask. Okay, God, I'm not jumping in your face. I'm not saying, it's not your will and but help me to have peace with this.
That's
thing.
right.
Give me some type of understanding with this thing. Help me to be able to move forward.
Right.
And for a long time, with that particular situation and a few others, I couldn't.
And many people that we as believers we don't talk about that
I'm
part.
real with. I was angry. I was angry with everybody. I just hated. I got to the point where I was just hating to see people and hating to see. When you hear about the guns and you hear about the things, I would get so angry,
triggered too.
And I was even like, okay, God, if they did that to him, somebody get them back. That's where I was.
Right, you wanted that vengeance.
I wanted it back. I'm like, it was
right.
It was hard. It's still hard.
Thank you for that transparency.
I'm being real about it.
We don't talk about it, but we thinking it. Even
now too with my coworkers. I mean, my very two close coworkers, they were my circle when I got to the middle school. And losing them the way we lost them, it just made me like, okay, how in the world did this happen? And then eventually God gives you that answer. He gives you something. I was talking to my sister last week, when one of my coworkers passed, and the way she passed, God gave that to her prior to it happening, but she never shared that with me or with anybody. God gave her exactly what was going to happen. Wow. She didn't understand it. She said she didn't think anything of it. She didn't know what he was saying or meant at that moment.
Was it a dream or she had a vision?
No. She was literally, she was in Walterboro, and she saw the person, and she said, vision. God said to her, such and such is going to happen. And
he said it plain.
A few weeks later, it happened. And she was,
so
she not really lost it. It wasn't for her to tell.
She's not beating herself up now.
No,
or blaming.
And it wasn't for her to tell. Because if God says it, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
But it just, it's grief is something.
It is, and it just sneak up on you.
It is something.
You can be
a song. It could be a scent. It could be somebody made a joke or said something. It could be anything. And it could trigger it.
It can trigger it.
It could trigger it.
But just being here, and with Michelle, my sister-in-law, right. That's our family members. People don't understand, just like, and I'll touch a little bit on it. When they're putting, I'm not, and I want this to be known. I'm not against, the video,
right?
Against the, the documentary. I'm not against it, but I don't believe people realize that the survivor, she's in high school now.
And the
they don't
wounds.
understand the backside of
Right.
it,
The wounds.
and where she's
Yeah.
and she's texting Auntie, pray for this, pray
Yeah.
for that. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's
and
a
so
mental status.
yeah, and I'm like,
Emotional status.
and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I know she have to go. You know, the trial's gonna eventually come up.
Right.
You know, but why not hold it until that week or after the
Right.
trial? Now, you know what I'm saying? It's like they don't understand the
don't.
magnitude of her being.
If you're not walking in it, if you haven't been through it, you don't know what it is.
Don't know, man.
They don't know the magnitude
No
of
magnitude of it.
No. So,
She's in the.
yeah.
They have no idea.
and she's living it daily.
every single
She's
day.
living it daily. She's living it daily.
And I'm like, wait until the week of the trial or
Right.
after, you know, and many didn't, you know, they were upset with me, but I'm like, you're not thinking about her.
Yeah.
She's been in this house.
Yeah.
When all this
And
happened.
it could set her back.
It has. Listen,
yeah,
it triggered.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I know it has, you know, she
Right.
have to go, you know, but I'm like, why not wait until that week of that? So she's, matter of fact, she messaged me on yesterday.
Right.
You know, on yesterday, or she come in, or when she come down, she come into church and she just they don't understand. Just come and she cries. She come, then you know, I can't even talk about it until after,
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Because it's still an ongoing trial, but people don't understand.
They don't.
They don't understand that.
I'm gonna share something. When I was working at the Board of Disabilities many years ago, and my mom died, and you know, losing mama, that's something.
I didn't want to feel that one, Charlene. My mom, my husband, matter of fact, it's my birthday, April 29th.
When I lost mom, it was the hardest thing ever. And I could not grasp it. I couldn't understand it. I was angry. I was like, Lord, she was the pastor's aide. She was the head usher. She made sure everybody ate. She made sure everybody had what they needed. She took care of everybody's kids. She did this. She did. And I'm giving them all. I wrote the longest letter to God, and I'm telling him, dear God, I'm saying all these things, and I'm writing, and I'm driving the van at that time, and I had some a couple of the consumers on the van with me, and I'm driving. There was one particular young lady that was on the van, and I'm driving, and I'm like boo-hoo crying because the song comes on, accept what God allows.
Ooh.
And now I'm just, oh God, I'm going. And I'm like, you know, in the song, when it got to the part when he was talking and said that, you know, when that pastor and some of the members went on to a convention and his wife called him and told him to sit down. And she's like, I got to get ready for church. She said, no, sit down. Because the members that was on the way that was supposed to be there with him, they all got killed in an accident. And the pastor sat there and he was angry. And he said, God, why did you take my people, my members? He said, they weren't yours. They belong to me.
My God.
And he said, you didn't just take any members. You took the
good ones,
the genuine members, the faithful members.
Oh,
he said,
God.
I took them because they were ready.
Ooh.
And I'm leaving the others a chance to get right. And so I'm driving the van and I'm hearing this and I'm pouring. I'm just driving. And her voice in the back of the van, she says, Charlene. And I'm saying it like she said it. Charlene. She said, you ain't gotta cry about your mama. She all right. And you gonna be all right because God got her. God got her, and he don't never make mistakes. This is a consumer with mental issues. This is a consumer.
Not ministering to you.
Not ministering to me. I'm driving and I'm looking at her like, I don't want to hear that. You know, I'm
right.
And I had to catch myself, pull over, get myself together. Get myself together.
You God got her.
Yes, God got her. God got her. And I was able to share that with her siblings maybe a year ago. I happened to run across her and I was able to share it. But accept what God allows.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have any say so.
We have no say so.
You know, and he's not going to let his people suffer.
Yeah.
He's not going to. And I honestly believe with everything in me that these tragic things that happen, he snatches the soul before it's on.
Yeah.
Because the soul don't belong to nobody but him.
And you know, the funny thing about it is that particular year with my sister-in-law, which spiritual daughter as well, Michelle. I mean, that year before her being murdered, like I was hard on her spiritually. I mean, for real, like spiritually, like you got to get yourself together.
Yeah.
You know, you got to get, you know, I was just, you got to get life insurance. I mean, I was just, and I didn't understand, but I was really just in just that her soul being purified, just going through. And I share it every year. I share the video around the same time. I do the Proverbs group about 9 years now. And she told me, she said, Prophetess, she said, I got it. I don't let go. I don't let go of anger. I don't let go of my, ex and all these other stuff. And she said, I feel free. I feel good. And and I'm like, just like God, you can't question, you can't, because it still hurt. You're still grieving.
Oh yeah.
You still have questions.
Oh yeah. It's a daily thing.
But it's daily,
and
man.
People understand grief is not something you can put in a box.
Oh, you can't do it now.
You can't put it in a vault and turn a key and that's that.
Yeah.
Grief is continuous.
It is.
It's just how you grieve.
That part.
And you have to be at a place. You have to be in a place to be strong. Everybody's not strong. Everybody is not that person that can get up. Like maybe you and I could get up and we can just go and continue to do what we're doing and still have our moments.
Come on.
Everybody's not there. So we can't judge.
Can't do it.
And we can't tell them, oh, it's enough now.
That's it.
No.
That's it.
No,
we can't say you got a year now. You got a year now.
No.
We can't do that.
We can't tell people that. What we can tell them is try not to dwell in the grief.
Right.
Don't dwell in that moment.
Right.
Let's think of some good things. Let's think of some positive things.
Right.
Let's do something that this person would like.
Yeah.
We got to encourage them.
You got to.
You got to encourage them. But you can't tell them, oh, don't cry no more. That's enough of that cry. No,
I can't do
cry,
that.
honey, scream,
you
holler.
Gotta cry.
Do what you want to do.
Every second, every minute of the hour.
Yes.
And you have to get that out of you. If you
to.
don't, that grief will sit in your body.
Absolutely.
And that grief will manifest into something else.
Yeah.
Like with my husband, many don't know. When that happened, July 2nd of 2023, he had to be prepared, with the funeral, with the family, everything, all, 5, right? And the thing about it is he didn't have time to like cry or grieve because now he had to be the strong one, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And October of that same year is when he got diagnosed. We were on our way back from Tennessee. And he just broke down in the car. That was that August.
Yeah.
And then he got diagnosed at October the same year. And then he was a blood cancer.
Wow.
So and I'm sitting here now, I'm not thinking about, okay, how are we going to navigate? Doctors are coming to me, telling me that, go ahead and plan the funeral. No one get healed from leukemia. It's a blood cancer. You can't starve it out.
What God they serve.
You know what I'm saying? You can't, listen, you can't. Which that's a textbook for another day. When I told the doctor, I said, well, I'll say it now. I said, I won't call the doctor name. I said, no. He said, well, if I can't heal him, I said, well, first of all, you're not the healer.
That's right.
I said, God choose you or choose me to assist in it. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, wait a minute, God, now, I'm not even 50 yet. I'm about to be 50 and I'm not gonna be no widow.
That's right.
So I'm like, God, I'm not leaving out this hospital without my husband, and I'm not gonna leave in no black bag.
That's right.
So I said, God, you gotta, if you want me to continue this race, I sure did.
That's it.
I write God a letter in the middle. I have a whole good conversation, have a boardroom meeting.
You got to.
And I'm like, for real. And I said, and God said, I just graduated my last part as a naturopath doctor.
Wow.
God said, I already prepared you. I prepared, what to do.
Yeah.
So I had to suck up the tears. And I set up my office inside of MUSC because we went there. We never left. We were 3 straight months in MUSC. Everything was shut down. Business, we lost everything.
Oh wow!
People understand it's a life within cancer, and after cancer.
Yeah.
But a long story short, he said, God said, "What kind of cancer?" I said, "It's a blood cancer." He said, "Blood." He said, "What just happened to him in July?" I said, "He lost his blood, his grandma, his sister." His nieces, friend of the family, and I said, "Got you, God." And I began to do the grief part. I said, "Curse, you got to grieve now.
Yeah.
You got to start. You got to grieve. You got to grieve.
Grief can make you sick.
Oh my God,
grief
that body.
The body.
That's right. And after he went through his grieving, he's still now, of course now, but when he went through that I say that ugly part of that grief that he never did. Keep in mind, many of us did it in July.
Right.
So when so I said that to say this, and I'm kind of chopping up the testimony. When you tell somebody, "Herb, and get over it," or "It's been long," think about it. July is when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
He never grieved
Never had
for
opportunity.
October. So you
Yeah.
telling somebody don't, and you don't know if they even the process haven't even started yet.
See.
So his process started, what, October, November, December, if that makes sense. And then long story short, then that's why people are like, well, how somebody get healed from leukemia? He got healed, totally healed, mind, body, spirit, and soul.
It's the God we
Come
serve.
on now.
Miracle worker.
That even right now, Charlotte, to this day,
Waymaker, promise
the
keeper.
doctors say
Come on now.
the doctors are saying,
Come on.
he said, you know what? I apologize. He said, nobody he said, but he first.
Okay.
And they were running tests like literally for the last from 2023 to 2026, and they say he's still healed. But God made a believe out of them.
You asked me a question earlier about faith.
Come on.
We have to extend our faith beyond what we see, hear, and know.
It's bigger than us, man.
It has to be, and my pastor taught us this, blind faith.
God, come on.
You've got to walk into situations not knowing how, when, where, how it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But know that it's going to happen.
Blind faith.
Because the God that we serve it's already done.
It's already done.
We're walking through these processes for our sake.
Come
on. The process is a testimony.
Come on.
So we've got to go through these processes.
That's it.
We have to go through these tests that we deal with. We have to go through these things for the testimony.
Come on.
We're overcome.
Come on.
By our words of our testimony and it said the blood of the Lamb.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go through the process. It's already done.
Come on, it's already done.
The battle is already his. It's already won. We're already victorious.
Come on.
But when we get to the point where our faith has to be victorious.
Come on.
Our faith has to be greater than great.
Come on.
Okay? We are already victorious.
Amen.
So when you ask me about faith, it can be tested.
Mm-hmm.
It can be tried.
Come on.
But you can't let go of your faith.
You can't let go.
You can't let go of your faith.
Can't let go.
And I'm still trusting him through all the process.
Come on.
I'm trusting him through everything. I'm trusting him through life.
Yeah.
Because life be life.
Life be life in now.
Okay. Life
be life in now.
Yes.
You gotta trust him.
You gotta trust him through everything. So yes, your faith has to excel beyond what we see, hear, and what we know.
That's it.
You understand?
Amen.
We like to say we're gonna go beyond the veil. Where's your faith going?
Come on, that's it.
Where's your faith going?
Come on. Your faith gotta go with you.
Your faith gotta go with you.
Your faith gotta go ahead of you.
Yeah, they gotta be there.
That's
it. That's it. Because the God we serve is great.
Yeah, he is.
And he's mighty. So we just said he's a miracle worker.
He is.
He's a miracle worker. And we have to believe that with everything in us. Yeah. And once we put ourselves in a position where we believe he's a miracle worker, walk in it. Praise him like it. I always tell people, praise him in advance.
That's it.
Praise him in advance.
That's it.
But anything and everything.
That's it.
That we do. Anything you desire. Praise him in advance. Praise him like it's already
you better
done.
Say that again.
Like it's already done.
Yeah.
Okay. We got to do this thing.
Got to.
Yes.
So
ma'am.
I know you see on the choir. We about to, like I said, about to come to a close. So I know you have many songs that you love. What's one of your favorites?
One of my favorite songs. One of my go-to. I love you, Lord. You don't know my story. My worship is for real. That's mine. That's mine. Broken by Shekinah Glory. These are songs that help me, that got through, help me get through. Right. But like I said, my favorite is I love you, Lord, because I do. Amen. I do. Through it all. We exalt you, God.
Amen.
Through it all.
Amen.
How great is our God?
Come on. Can you give me a little piece of something?
Oh, no, she didn't.
A little piece of something.
Oh, gosh.
A little piece of this something. Something.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all listen, if you want a little piece of something.
Oh my goodness gracious.
It's a little piece, not a long piece. It's a little piece.
Right.
A little piece. Well, I set my teeth.
Oh my goodness gracious. All right. You don't know my story, nor the things that I've been through. You don't know my pain, what I had to go through to get here. You'll never understand my praise. Don't try and figure it out, because my worship is for real. And that's my testimony. My worship is for real.
Glory to Jesus.
And I got to give you this one now. I love you, Lord. And I lift my voice to worship thee. Oh, my soul, rejoice. Take joy, my King, in what you hear. Let it be a sweet, sweet sound in your ear. That's my testimony.
Glory to Jesus.
That's who I am.
So y'all listen, you heard it from the one and only Miss Charlene Barnes Williams here on Tea Talk with Prophetess Wives podcast. Y'all listen, that's all the questions for tonight, y'all. And I got a lot of other questions, but I'm like, we already talked. We already talking. And God already did what he said he's going to do. So y'all, we're going to go to this commercial break and we're going to come back because we have a gift, y'all, to give Miss Charlene on tonight. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hey guys, this is Dr. Y here with the Holistic and Wellness Center of the Low Country. So you guys listen, I'm super duper excited being a ambassador sponsor for this company, Black Girl Vitamins. You guys listen, so when I'm drinking my tea, I like to put my collagen inside of my tea. And y'all listen, the skin is skinning along with the nails and the hair and the nails supplement as well, and the vitamin D as well. I'm telling you, so each morning when I get up, or it could be late afternoon, and I'm doing my tea, I put my collagen inside of it. The collagen doesn't have a taste, so it doesn't affect the taste of what you're actually drinking. So y'all listen right quick. So that Black Girl Vitamin, you guys, and collagen, also menopause, all that stuff. I need you guys to go ahead right quick, head over, and there's a code that's going to give you a good discount. So the code is LadyY843. Again, it's LadyY843. Get your Black Girl Collagen on today. Love you guys. We're back, y'all. So once again, y'all, I know I ain't did much commercial breaks, and my producer gonna get me tonight, y'all. But real talk, again, y'all, listen, the tie is on tonight. This tie is from Cynthia's creation out there. So go on to Cynthia Williams' page. And y'all, I'm telling you, whatever you need, I have many ties. I haven't even pull them all out yet, y'all. Real talk. But I wanted to wear one tonight. I'm like, listen, I think y'all tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. But nevertheless, y'all go out and support her as well and get your ties on tonight. Amen. All right, y'all. So we have a gift. We love to give our guests as they come on Tea Talk with Prophetess Wives podcast. So we have a gift here. I want to kind of go through. So whenever I go and I pick out the actual mugs, I love mugs. I love whether it's coffee or whether it's tea. Again, don't forget your tea on tonight. Y'all can place your order on the website. So when I got this cup, I thought about you.
I
thought about the butterflies and also the scripture, Nehemiah 8:10. The joy of the Lord is your strength.
My strength. Yes, he is.
And I have you some Manuka honey as well in it.
Yes.
And when you out there working with the kids, I got you some passion fruit and green tea.
Yes. Love it. Love it. Love it. And as she said, the collagen powder does go good in that, y'all. I put it in everything. Listen. I put it in my water, my coffee, my tea, and I do mushroom tea. It's my rise. I do the mushroom coffee. I'm tea now. And the matcha.
Right.
I have that one too.
And it's funny because I had them. Oh my God, it was beautiful. I had the matcha. You're welcome. Yes. I had the matcha. It was like this big, and I'm like, everybody don't know if you haven't tasted matcha, you're not going,
Right.
So I had it.
Acquired taste.
It is, but it's good for you.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go back because my hand was on that. Holy Spirit, I repent, God, because I had. I'm like, I'm sitting there battling. Like, well, I said, well, she might not like matcha. It's acquired taste for matcha. So I'm gonna go back and get the matcha then.
No, it's good. It's
good and that's what I had first. It was like this big right here. So it'll last you for a good minute.
Yes.
So I go back and I get the matcha.
Thank you so much. This is me, y'all. Thank you so much.
Amen.
I appreciate you. Now, you also had something earlier. I think when we talked, you talked about beauty for ashes.
Yeah, that's my last question before I leave out of here. It's two more questions now, but not on this right here, but it's two more questions now. My theme question before it's two questions. I'm gonna give you both of them. Is what does beauty for ashes mean to you? And also, what encouraging word would you give to anyone that's listening on tonight?
Okay. I want to go back to the grief Beauty for Ashes. I
Yeah.
was reading up on that.
Yeah.
And when I looked at how in the Bible, when
Mhm.
when people were going through grieving and when they were going through those processes,
Yeah.
they covered themselves
Mhm.
with the ashes
Mhm.
because they were going through that grieving process.
Mm.
But then when Christ came and he
Mm.
began to lift them and begin to give them joy and begin to give them peace,
Yeah.
that's where that beauty came from, because you're no
Mm.
longer in the ashes.
Ashes.
Not that you're not grieving.
Come on.
You're just not dwelling.
Come on.
Okay. And now he's cleaned you and washed you and made you white as snow.
Mm.
So now you can know how to grieve. That's
Mhm.
what I was saying earlier.
Mhm.
When we're in a position where we're a little stronger than
Yeah.
somebody,
Yeah.
so another person,
Mhm.
that means we can now share with them
Mhm.
how we're grieving, how we're getting through.
Mhm.
Not that we're not dealing with it,
Mhm.
but we're showing them how you are my strength.
Mm.
Strength like no other.
Right.
These are things he said in the time of weakness,
Mm.
your strength is made perfect. And that's what we have to ask for, the perfect strength of God, the perfect peace of God.
Mhm.
So the beauty for ashes is I no longer look like what I've been through.
Mm.
I no longer walk like what I've been through. I
Yeah.
no longer act like what I've been through,
Yeah.
because I've been through some stuff.
Mhm. Mhm.
Ain't covering nothing up, ain't ashamed of
My God.
nothing.
Ain't put no ashes
Ain't
on.
always been right, ain't always been good.
Mhm.
Okay, it ain't always been good.
Mhm.
And I'm here to tell you, honey,
Mhm.
if we do not overcome by our testimonies, we're not able to help anybody.
Come on.
So yes, we fall short.
Mm.
I fell short,
Mm.
but the God I serve.
Come on now.
Okay, when we hit, how we say we hit rock bottom,
Come
we
on
got to
now.
understand who's the rock that holds up the
My
bottom.
God, today.
Who is the rock that
Come
holds
on.
up the bottom?
Come
You
on.
got to know who he is.
That's it.
So I say the beauty for ashes is God just being God.
God being God.
God being God. And he's just doing a wonderful work.
Mm.
And I'm humble with it.
Yeah.
I'm learning how to be humble. I pray for humbleness. I ask
Mm.
him to keep me humble every day.
Yeah.
In everything that I do,
Mhm.
anything that I do, don't let nothing, nothing that I do, nothing that I achieve consume me to the point where I think I did it
Come on now.
or
Come on.
anything like that.
Come on.
So I say beauty for ashes. I'm gonna put this little tidbit in. Support staff of the year for Colleton County Middle School.
Mm.
That's a beauty for me, God. Thank you.
Come on. That's
The low country.
When you threw that, you kind of threw that in
did.
there. You got to throw it. What's that again now? Rewind.
Support staff of the year for
Yeah.
Colleton County Middle School.
Yeah.
I was nominated, thank you, Lord, and won the Low Country Career Specialist of the Year.
Awesome.
For this state.
Amen. The state.
Not for the state, I'm sorry, for the county, from Hampton County, Jasper County,
Wow.
Colleton County. All the career specialists, I was nominated and won. So now I'm waiting on the state award.
Amen.
So, but that's beauty for ashes, for the hard work, for the things that you do.
God is using you.
And I'm just sitting back letting God be God.
Amen.
Letting God be God. So what would I say to you?
Yeah.
Let God be God. We always say, but God.
Mm.
And I shared this with Pastor over here just a minute ago.
Mm.
But God, let God.
Mm.
But God, let God.
Take that but I put let.
We know who God is. We know what he's capable of doing. Let him do what he's supposed to do. Let him work. Work your work, God. And that's something I always tell him. Work your work, God. And let him work.
Amen.
And be receptive to him working.
My God. Y'all listen. You heard it from the one and only Miss Charlene here on Tea Talk with Prophetess Wives podcast. Y'all listen right quick. If you enjoy the podcast on tonight, thumbs up, share this podcast. I know it's been a blessing to me and I know it's been a blessing to you, but nevertheless, if you're in this community, amen, listen, share it. Why? Because there are so many tools that she gave out tonight that I wasn't aware of. Not sure if you knew. Nevertheless, share it. Amen. So y'all listen, that's it. We love you guys.
Thank
Bye.
you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.